Welcome back, everyone, and today we're going to do our best to give you a quick overview of the alliance system in TERA. For those of you who don't know, it is essentially factions within the world of the game. Your guild has the ability to join an alliance, which is decided by your guild leader what you join. You're able to join the Free Traders, the Enlightened Union, or the Iron Order. Now, alliance is predominantly PvP oriented. However, it is also very important PvE wise and has important things that you should be doing for PvE, specifically your vault, which you access from your order hall. Now, to access your order hall, you're going to go to your skills page, go to the alliance tab, and you'll use the TP skill that's available there. If you do not have any alliance skills, this means that your guild is either A, not in an alliance, or B, the items are still in your mailbox and you haven't taken them out yet and learned them. So you should probably do that, or you should ask your guild leader why you're not in an alliance, because alliance is very important and offers a lot of valuable stuff. So for the Iron Order Hall, which is what we're in, our vault access NPCs are right here, Kazd and Avgil, and this is for the solo vault. However,
I don't know the meaning of the word.
we currently do not have access to vault at this time.
Never say die.
And this one is the group vault, which is only accessible if you have vault tickets, which can drop from doing solo vault. Now, solo vault, it's just a solo BAM that you fight. And like we mentioned earlier, we don't currently have access to it, but you can see that here. If you hit Z, this opens up your alliance info. If you go to standings and you can see vault access hours, you can actually see when your alliance has access to the vault. Now, you can get more or less access to the vault depending on contribution for the extractor competition, but we'll talk about that a little bit later with the dailies. But an important thing to know about vault is that it has a 3-hour cooldown upon completing it. So even if you have 3 windows of time in a row, if I do the vault right here, I can't do vault again immediately the following hour as it still has a cooldown, but I can access the vault here at the later time in the day again once the cooldown is over. So really important, as vault can drop you your best in slot belts, as well as it's how you access your innerwear. We actually did vault earlier today and we got our renegade belt out of it. And fortunately, our renegade belt actually rolled best in slot stats. It rolled power and crit factor. This is the vision maker for belt for PvP. We did also get our defiance belt from the earlier vault in the morning. So really important stuff. It can also drop you PvE belts. So definitely do your solo vault whenever you can, if it's available. It drops really good stuff. It's also where you will get the Goldfinger tokens, which are where you will get your innerwear from. Whoops. Your Goldfinger token, which right here, you just need 80 tokens, and that's how you get the laundry basket, and you open it up for innerwear. So definitely make sure you're doing your vault as much as possible. Now, within that, is that the only reason you should be doing alliance? No. There are other things that are very valuable for alliance, including rankings within the alliance. In terms of ranking in the alliance, you can actually check the standings and check your individual standings for where you are currently in contribution. But under alliance, my alliance, you can see who your alliance leaders are. These are all of your current ranked alliance members, from your Exarch, defense commanders, assault commanders, adjutants, and then echelons, up through 120 ranks. Being ranked in the top 120 gives you access to some really nice stuff for your alliance. So first and foremost, it gives you access to the enchanter here in your order hall. The enchanter, the bronze enchanter, is always available. Okay? And it gives you a slight increase to your enchanting success. Almost negligible, but it's still an increase nonetheless. I believe it's like a 1.25 multiplier from like your base enchanting chance, which is obviously nice. But there is a benefit that if the Exarch if your alliance has the policy points available, they can actually activate the gold enchanter for 1 hour, and the gold enchanter gives double the enhancement chance of success when using that enchanter. So that's usually something people do at the end of the week or after Alliance conflict. But you have to, in this patch of the game, you have to have ranking contribution in order to access the enchanter. Now, additionally, being ranked in the top 120, again, just to clarify, that's not where you are currently on the individual standings. This is basically where you rank currently for the upcoming reset. This is not what you have access to. This is what your future ranking will be based on your current seasonal contribution. It calculates this for Wednesday, which it is now currently Wednesday, so it is a fresh reset, which is why everybody's at 0. And so you have your new commanders, echelons, exarchs, etc. that have been allocated for the next week. And so basically what you have access to in this coming week is based on your prior week's contribution. So this current week's contribution is what gets applied for next week's activities and so on. So you're always doing stuff for the future in that regard when it comes to doing Alliance stuff. But for my Alliance, the Alliance leaders, the people who are ranked right here, these people also have access to conflict on Sundays. Sunday conflict is an activity that takes place in the Alliance zones. So we'll go right here to Fort Dragonfall. This is the Iron Order's home base for the Alliance zones. Each Alliance has their own instanced area, instanced zone that you do Alliance dailies in and protect, but also you have your Executor here. All right. And basically, the Alliance conflict is a 3-way battle between the 3 alliances to take out each other's Executor. And when it's all said and done and the rankings are over, depending on order of the Executors being killed, or if the Executors didn't die, what the point contributions are from the activities that took place during the conflict, which conflict happens every Sunday at 5 p.m. EST currently. You get ranked first, second, or third. And at the end of it all, you get a gold payout. And it is more based on your rankings and stuff like that. So this past weekend, I had Exarch, and we got second place as Iron Order, and I got 21,000 gold as a reward from that. And the other members who were present, which was only 3 other people because Iron Order didn't have hardly anyone available, they all got like 9k gold, which is still a lot of gold. And so you definitely want to, it's definitely an incentive to be ranking in Alliance in that regard, because there is nice raw gold returns. Now you're probably thinking, well, how do I get ranked? What do I do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to be ranked here on the standings? What do I need to do for these activities? How do I get on here? It's really simple. When you come to the Alliance zone, you're going to first get introductory quests here from Belath. They are going to be gathering quests in order to get like ore or energy, things like that from within the zone. And once you're done with those and you bring them back here, you're going to get kill quests, which we have right here to turn in. This one was for killing Bams or Mugatos and Gilladus within our zone. And so all of these Alliance quests also have gold returns on them, as well as Noctinium Society credits, your contribution points, and Noctinium Powder. Now, Noctinium Powder is an important thing for PvP and PvE. It's this consumable right here. You use it to make the infusions, which amplify your abilities normally, but they also increase PvP attack and defense by 5%. So these are important. You know, it's important to get the Noctinium Powder to be able to make those. So we turn that in. Boom, that one's all said and done. But when you have done these quests, you're actually going to get a bunch more for doing the BAM and, beast kill quests in the other zones, right? So right here is going to the free traders territory and killing the 3 BAMs that are available there, the Basilisk, Fangspawn, and Fimberlisk. And you can see it's 31 gold, Alliance contribution, and we get the Noctinium credits. Going there and doing Mugatos and Badlands Gilladus, right? So very simple kill quests. There's also other gathering quests, which you can see here for the ore, going and gathering Noctinium ore in another zone as well. Very easy to do. So lots of easy ways to get contribution. And these are things that reset every single day. Additionally, when you are doing those quests in the other zones, this is going back to the vault. You know how we talked about the extractor competition and the vault and everything? So in the other zones, and it's included in your own zone, but you can't interact with them in your own zone. You see them around right there, these Noctinium extractors. There is going to be a daily quest that you can pick up right here at the gate, and it is for getting keys. And you can see it has its own nice little gold reward, and it gives you, you know, these consumables that you use in the Alliance zone. And it's just for getting extractor keys, which you get by interacting with the extractors, and you pick them up. Now, I know you're probably wondering, okay, well, everything you've talked about has almost predominantly been PvE based.
Crazy world, just the way
But you said Alliance was mostly PvP. So the thing about it is that when you are in these Alliance zones, you are automatically flagged for PvP. You are permanently flagged for PvP. So if I ran into another opposing Alliance member while I was running around out here, they could attack me and kill me right now, no matter what. Doesn't matter if I'm just killing BAMs, doesn't matter if I'm just gathering materials. Any activity that I'm doing out here, another player can come along and attack me over it. But so I was looking to hopefully find another extractor because I wanted to show you something with it. But an important thing to note about the extractors, and will make your life easier when doing these extractors, is that you can actually hold up to 5 extractor keys at a time. So when you're out in these zones killing mobs, killing BAMs, and you see a bunch of extractors around, you can actually pick up multiple extractors. Important note about the extractors. While you have keys in your inventory, if you mount up, you will immediately drop the keys. So you have to run them back on foot. So what I usually like to do is, you know, go down to where the BAMs are that I have to fight. So in this zone, it's over here in the hazard zone. This is where the Fimberless and Fang spawns are. You get these, you finish your BAM kills, and then you pick up the extractors on your way back as you're running back, and you turn these in. And if you want to go back out for a second run of keys, you can do that. Otherwise, you know, again, you can pick up multiple keys and you can turn them in one after another as you do it to complete that. But that's going to give you, you know, a bunch of contribution as well doing these activities. And so really important there for the Alliance. That's how you're going to get that contribution. But those extractor keys that we just talked about, those are the things that dictate your vault access hours. So you can see right here, there's 7 hours and 30 minutes left on the current extractor competition. Your performance in that, in terms of doing the extractors and turning in the extractor keys, that actually does dictate how many vaults you get access to the following day. So if you want more flexible vault windows, do your Alliance activities. If you don't care about it that much, then, you know, you don't do anything. And if you miss vault, then you miss vault. And, you know, you just take it as it is in that sense. But, you know, Alliance, really cool stuff. You know, it's a nice, you know, PvEVP type scenario that does have rewards for it. Oh, most important thing I forgot about. If you are ranked in the top 120 through echelons and you get ranked with echelon and higher, there's nice bonuses to that. So by being an Alliance leader, these have their own benefits. So the Exarch is able to activate some buffs, PvE damage, PvP damage, power, stuff like that. Some consumables that can be used for the conflict event. Adjutants get permanent aura of stamina regeneration. Assault commanders get CC immunity. A little insane, honestly. Defense commanders get increased endurance and defense to allies. And these are only things that take place while within the Alliance territories, not outside of them. But then the echelons are able to get different war flags that they can summon that give increased effects for 10 minutes within an area as well. So nice stuff there. But additionally, you also get a really cool mask that goes along with everything. The mask is really cool, and then the mounts as well. So the mounts are really nice also that come with it. So nice little bonuses to doing ranking activities outside of like power progressional related stuff. But that's the Alliance system. That's the Alliance activities, the benefits that it offers. Participate in your Alliance, get involved with it. There's people out here, do your BAMs in groups. It makes it go faster. Do your activities together, make it all go faster. If you do it by yourself, it's going to take longer. So definitely recommend grouping up with people in your Alliance. You have a separate chat for it, use it. And yeah, it's really good stuff. I hope we see more people out here in the Alliance zones in the coming days. That's all for now. If you have any clarifying questions, you can always ask us on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zav. Take care and have a good one.